Why we need to get wordy when we want to talk dirty. We've been wasting our time and our breath on four-letter words. Make your naughty talk long when you want to be heard and remembered.
Ooh, that gastronomic epicure culinary crepe Suzette. I hate him. Ooh, that baraka fret flipper up to put a luma
And it's time for another unbuckled bumpy ride with your guide, the stark raving LEAN-atic himself. I'm Jim. Let's jump right in again. Welcome to my podcast based on my brand new book, available on Amazon, Live Life Lean, L-E-A-N. It's a year-long guide to gratitude and our daily grind. The book that combines some timeless wisdom from a whole lot of the world's wiser people with the reflections, reactions, and wisecracks of the guide's author, me. And it guides you, the reader, through the simplest system for a happy, healthy, authentic, and genuinely grateful everyday experience. I urge you to get the book. Of course I do. I wrote it. It's either at Amazon or at my website, ampurage.com. A-M-M-P-U-R-A-G-E. But even without it, let's make next week better than last, our next year better than the past, and get started now with today's episode of These days, because of what comedians say that somehow ends up being just too offensive to those who are just too sensitive, well, sometimes all they're left with is the dirty words to kickstart the audience into the case of the uncomfortable giggles. But good comedy isn't dirty words. It's words that sound dirty, like muckluck, or like kumquat, diphthong, dongle, shuttlecock, and masticate. And if I've offended any of you so far, well, chew on that last one for a little while, don't you? But yeah, we get lazy, linguistically lazy. And the lean life, if learning, earning, adding beyond yourselves, and navigating new adventures is your lean life, that's not a lazy life. So, if we're going to live life lean, we may as well speak lean-guistically. Linguistically to match with purpose and effort, hell, a whole effing lot of effort. As the old joke went, one about the man who, when he went in for his vasectomy procedure, he got dressed up in his finest suit, snappiest shoes, and when the admitting nurse asked why the dapper attire, he said, "Well, I figured if I was going to be impotent, I'm going to look impotent." Yeah, I know that's going to get me in trouble. Making people think twice. I should have thought twice about that joke. Making people think twice about what we say and hopefully remember maybe more than just twice what they heard, maybe even making them search for the meaning, the real meaning of both our phrases and their unique words. Like, hey, look it up, Buttercup. It's worth your time. Well, here then, I have provided you with a starter pack of such, a starter pack of powerful words that shouldn't get you thrown out of church, but they may get most bouncers to drop kick you out of Murphy's Bar on a Saturday night. These are some that we can have fun with, but still get by with in a way that is a little bit bigger, better, and badder than the basic four-letter variety. So let's get started. If you ever see somebody write it down that they called you like an a-hole hole, it's not what you think. If when they write it down, if you read it as a-hole hole, well, think again, because it's actually pronounced a holy holy. And it's the name of a species of Hawaiian flagtail fish that are native to the Central Pacific area. But there's another one, like Assapanic. A-S-S-A-P-A-N-I-C with a K. It's actually another name for the flying squirrel. So, but how's the pronunciation? I didn't check. Is it a sapanic or is it ass-a-panic? Like, hey, this tree is on fire and my ass is out of here. Don't care if I have to jump. I'll learn to fly on the way down. Or like being called a bum fiddler. To bum fiddle means to pollute or spoil something, in particular by scribbling or drawing on a document to make it invalid. A bum fiddler is someone who does precisely that. So, be sure to keep your permanent markers out of a bum fiddler's reach. Speaking of being a bum fiddler, there is the word bunghole, for those of you who remember Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, some folks will tell you it's bad because someone just got linguistically lazy and tried to make it bad, but like any word on this list, it can be used in a bad way, but honestly, with all accuracy, it's a good thing. I mean, a really good thing. Because it's the opening on the side of a wine barrel, where the wine goes in and the wine comes out. Now, why would someone ugly up something as beautiful as a well-aged bunghole? Next, like a clatterfart. A clatterfart is someone who will disclose and not keep to themselves just about any of what's supposed to be secret. In other words, it's a gossip or blabbermouth. Yeah, for those who remember Mrs. Kravitz from the Bewitched show, she was a clatterfart. Although I'm sure that the good witch Samantha probably mumbled more about her than just that, with a wrinkle of the nose. Or like Dick. D-I-K, D-I-K. Standing little more than just a foot tall at the shoulder, the Dick is one of the smallest antelopes in all of Africa. Their name is apparently an imitation of their alarm call. Most outback hunters are unaware that when hunting the nimble little creatures, once captured or killed, they must be carried by hand back to base camp immediately, as it is against all local customs to let your Dick drag on the ground. Or like fartlek. F-A-R-T-L-E-K. Fartlek is a form of athletic training where at intervals of intensive and maybe a little less strenuous exercise, they're alternated back and forth in one long continuous workout. It literally means in Swedish, speed play. And when it comes to speed play, in any language, if someone asked me if I wanted a fartlek, I'd want to speed it up and get it done and over with ASAP myself. Buckle up, kids. Then there's fuck sheet. F-U-K-S-H-E-E-T. Fuck sheet. Fuck, F-U-K, was an old Middle English word for a sail, and in particular, the foremost sail on a ship. A fuck mast, ultimately, is a ship's foremast, while the fuck sheet, or fuck sail, is the sail attached to the ship's fuck mast. In order to get anywhere, the fuck mast must have some sort of fuck sheet. For your fuck mast, call now to order a high thread count fuck sheet and get the matching fitted fuck sheet, and we'll throw in 2 throw pillows. Just pay separate shipping and handling. And like haboob, it sounds like a well-bosomed pole dancer with a head cold. Haboob! Gesundheit. Taking its name from an Arabic word that means blustering or blowing, a haboob is a dry wind that blows across deserts and dust bowls regions at great speed, forming vast sandstorms as it goes. I know, my sons live in Arizona, and I am still waiting for a video call where someone is willing to show me their haboobs. Just saying, sons. Don't even get me started on a kumbang, K-U-M-B-A-N-G. It's kind of like a haboob, but in Indonesia. And then there's the hump and scrump. The English dictionary calls a hump and scrump a, quote, musical instrument of rude construction. Alongside others with similar sounding, but what we'd single out as silly sounding names, it was originally another name for the hurdy-gurdy. See, and I always thought that the hump and scrump was how old hurdy-gurdy got her bad reputation for getting around. And like tittle, whoa there, slow down. A tittle is actually a very small part or quantity. It always is that. No, not just sometimes. There are no double D cup tittles. Actually, I don't think there is a cup size for any tittle. The tittle is also another name for the tiny dot over the lowercase letters small j or small I. So yeah, always remember to cross your T's and tittle your I's. Hey, tell your tittles, my eyes are up here. There are more words like these than I can gesticulate at beneath my jerkin head. There's teasehole, spatchcock, pussyfoot, and Bangkok. There's punja, spermophile, uvula, and vagile. There's penal, we can go panophobia, in the cockpit with a petcock. But be careful, you might end up prostrate near a manhole, probably not on Uranus, or a poop deck. And finally, thank God I'm running out of time because I've looked and I'm nowhere near out of words. But I'd like to have you consider my weenus. It's the loose skin that covers up the outside of the elbow joint. Technically referred to as olecraneal skin. Yeah, olecraneal anal skin. Yeah, not sure which is worse on a first date or in church. Yep, that's it. It's just some flabby extra skin on the posterior process of your elbow that most folks are not going to find too humorous. Get it? Elbow, humorous. Oh, never mind. But if you want to get thrown out on your ear of that tavern I previously mentioned, or maybe even your church, just go to anyone standing at the door and ask them if you can whip out your weenus. And if I don't use moisturizing cream on my elbows, and if my weenus gets hard, is it going to be called an elboner? And because most of us have two arms, that means two elbows. So is the plural properly referred to as weeni, or just simply our weenuses? See? Don't let yourself be linguistically lazy or unnecessarily verbally verbose, which may be my problem. Yeah, I said maybe. But always talk truth. Speak truth. Don't spit it. The truth is nothing to just be spat out. It needs to be deliberate, especially because you're not a professional rap artist. The thing is, speak truth, speak it in a way that enriches us and challenges others. That's what brothers do, and that's how we're to treat each other. Brothers speak truth. They get stuff off their chest in a way that enriches their lives and in a way that challenges their brother. I watch that in my two sons when they do that now. But I would love to see the look on their mother's face one Christmas morning when one kid called the other brother a gesticulating lobcock. Hey, it could happen. And now, more words of wisdom to wow your socks off from the Live Life Lean Guide itself. Entry page 131. A hard fall means a high bounce if you're made of the right stuff. From an unknown contributor. And the guide's point of view on this? Well, I'm rubber, you're glue. Mean words bounce off of me and they stick to you. So what do you think about this? Using the Live Life Lean guided system, what have you learned today that's new? God, I hope something. What have you earned today that wasn't just handed to you? Where have you added to the world that wasn't just about you? I'll be grateful for all of that. Yes, be grateful for all of it. Reflect on it. Respect it. And before you navigate somewhere next, please like, subscribe, and share to show you care. Thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying your copy of the Live Life Lean, LEAN guide. Enjoying it almost as much as I did creating it. And if you don't have a copy yet, go on over to amperage.com or Amazon and get started today experiencing the amazing power of knowing every day is literally yours to be grateful about. And you need never feel unfulfilled again. I'm Jim Hall. And until next time, good health, God bless. And now, go get a little dirty learning something new. Earning what's not given to you. Adding to this crazy world that we share. And navigating your way to something new and next.